Well, there's so much to see when you come to Nkroful. No, actually, Ellembelle.
Yes.
Now we are at Aya Community Center. First of all, okay. First, let me introduce the man who is sitting to my right. He is a member of Parliament for Ellembelle, Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. He's our host here because he is the one who initiated the journey to Nkroful. Yesterday, he explained nicely what he meant when he said a journey to Nkroful. Is it a physical journey? He said no. Well, we'll ask him that shortly. Oh, good evening.
Well, in Parliament, they will say I'm a fifth-term member of Parliament.
Okay.
That's very important. Because my junior is here.
Yeah.
He knows that
Fifth-term member of Parliament.
Because in Parliament, seniority is too important.
When you started, did you think you were going to do
No, well, not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, when I went to Parliament, when I see Honorable Barbin and others,
okay,
and they say it's 15, I say, oh, how? Too long, too long. But I'm there. It's amazing.
In 2025, you're now in your fifth term in Parliament.
Yes.
In fact, the man you defeated in your very first time was called Ellembelle Mugabe.
Well, yes.
It looks like you have overtaken in terms of the number of years spent on this.
Maybe yes. Maybe double Mugabe. For a good cause. Yeah.
Well, we are in a museum that he's done to display things. Your journey through politics.
Yes. Yes.
How did this idea come by?
Well, I had too many souvenirs,
okay,
pictures, and I felt like, if I don't keep them well, and we do a lot of that in Ghana. So I have a lot of my things soft, and then I have that. So I created a place to just keep them. And in the process, just accept, what the heck. Just, if somebody want to find anything more about me, he can come here and spend the whole day and read about Dumso and how we fought Dumso and everything, so yes.
But it's interesting because you are now Minister for Lands and Natural Resources when we are trying to deal with the Galamsey crisis.
Yes.
You were Minister for Energy when we started dealing with the power crisis.
It's true.
Why? President Mahama has a lot of faith of you when it comes to dealing with crisis.
Well, I think that it's an honor to serve your country in this capacity. And so that's how I see it. Okay. So it's an opportunity of a lifetime when you are dealing with almost 35 million people and you are picked out of about 60 million people to serve. You have to understand the calling. Okay. Highest responsibility anybody can be called on to do. And I wake up every day and work my heart out. Yes.
You've been spending this weekend in your constituency because of NkrumahFest, the journey to Nkroful.
Yes.
You started this 3 years ago, I believe?
Well, I started 15 years.
15 years?
Yes. So
you've been doing this for 15 years?
I've been doing in NkrumahFest.
Okay.
15 years.
Okay.
We started very small.
Okay.
Every year we organize and then we, interestingly, I have deep roots in this place called Ellembelle. My granduncle is the first DC of Ellembelle.
Oh, okay.
He was, they call him DC.
Okay.
District Commissioner. Okay. DC Anaman.
Okay. During the colonial era after
so I grew up with him and I learned firsthand comradeship. Okay. In that time, the CPP, everybody, I remember it's called Comrade. Okay. And I think so my out of politics, I grew up in that world. And the stories about the relationship with Kwame Nkrumah when he's coming home. My other granduncle was more or less his confidant who was always with him. Okay. And so that is really, so he's more a family. Okay. And to have been given this responsibility to lead a very historic district and to walk in the shadows of great giants who come from this place. You'll be surprised to know that this is the same area that Park Grant who actually formed the UGCC comes from. Background is buried in Axim, as though.
Okay.
He financed Kwame Nkrumah and all of that. And so it was very natural for me, not just because of the greatness of Osagyefo, but very importantly, I also felt so strongly that this area must be so connected with the history, the amazing history of the rise of Osagyefo and everything else. And so I had to use that good office to celebrate him and to also, especially in the last 8 years when it became obvious that everything was being done to make sure that his place in history is erased or diminished.
I wonder how you felt about that.
Well, I always spoke out about it in Parliament. I always read statements, and I had so much support in Parliament. May he so rest in peace. I always remember Honorable Murtala as my second supporter of my speeches on Nkrumah in Parliament. And so this journey to Nkroful came, and our dream was to make sure we can, not a physical journey. Physical journey, yes, beautiful, promote tourism, part of it, but the real journey to Nkroful is a journey of the rediscovery of the values that Osagyefo shared. So it's a journey of our hearts and minds, of really rededicating ourselves to the values that are truly what will make us truly economically independent as Ghana and as Africa. And if you took your time to listen to what I had to say, you be convinced that there's very good reason why every Ghanaian must be celebrating Osagyefo. As he said, history is always the best judge. President Muhammad said it. And history has judged Osagyefo. They did a play called The Trial of Nkrumah. And those who were the for and against. And at the end of the trial, the judge declared that time and seasons have proven that Kwame Nkrumah was on the right side of history. If only we had listened, Africa wouldn't have been in a place where we are still hewers of wood and carriers of water, continuing to export our raw materials in tiny pieces, walking to Europe with cups in hand, with unfinished products, not as a collected united force, but separate tiny entities as weak as you can think about. That is why in the 21st century we can still be invited by China and African leaders who might up individually, everybody going into But can you imagine that we have entered a period of an economically free, industrialized Africa, energy-rich Africa, where you can wake up today, have a meeting in Abuja, taking the train, and then from here, Abuja will be in Liberia, and by 5, I'll take another train, and I'm in Accra. And just imagine what it means. What it means. Imagine Ghana and cocoa, instead of sending it to America to Hershey's to make the billions, we making it here and exporting that billions to all of them. This is all what Osagyefo fought for. And so on a day like this, you accept that his dream was as relevant as in 1960 as it is relevant today. And I dare say that we may have to go back to pick the pieces this generation. And this journey to Nkroful. As I said yesterday, it's a journey for young people, the youth of Ghana, who must understand that Nkrumah will believe in economic freedom, but he also believes in the strong protection of our natural resources, the pristine water bodies and environment that is being decimated across the country. This journey to Nkroful must allow everybody, those environmental terrorists, to pause 1 minute and think about the Ankobra, think about the Pra, think about all the rivers that are turned so brown. And so we can hope that we use this occasion to turn our forests green and our waters blue again. So it's a journey of renewal.
In fact, your own journey to Nkroful was described to me by some of your aides who went around with you.
Yes.
The physical journey you had to go on.
Yes.
And when I listened to your speech, I realized that you are a man who has seen something that you never expected you see in Ghana. Minister for Lands and Natural Resources at this time, when you go around these areas where this is happening, how do you feel?
You know, one day I held a press conference, and then after I was watching this unthinkable devastation of our environment, I saw tears. It was never planned, but I think it was really a true expression of the unbelievable wickedness of what we are doing to ourselves. And I said yesterday, and I think I have to repeat it. It happened in Takwa. For some of us who were in Winneba, we said, this is Takwa, it's too far from us. Well, guess what? It happened somewhere in the eastern region. So still, this is a little too far from where what has happened to Winneba now. And so if you are in Tamale and your water has not shut down, maybe it's coming to you next. This is really the time. This fight against illegal mining, I'm saying, it's not about Armah-Kofi Buah. You know, we'll do my part. But everybody, those who are responsible for jailing them, for prosecuting them, those who are responsible for coordinating at their district levels, our chiefs, everybody must play his part. And I think that this is no longer about some petty partisan matter. It is about the soul of our country. And on this journey to Nkroful, we must use that to renew it and change course.
I know I have to let you go, so let me conclude by asking, 15 years down the lane, have you gotten to the place you intended to get to in 15 years time?
Yes,
with the journey
we've made a lot of progress. We've made a lot of progress, and I believe that this year's celebration and the colorful nature of our brothers from Gonja land just told me something about where we are going. We are not even close. I think that we are going to see this journey from Nkroful bigger. The African of the millennium, who is standing still tall at the headquarters of the AU. One day we will see the NkrumahFest, journey to Nkroful, being a journey of our Africans who believe that African freedom, economic freedom, can only happen when we journey to Nkroful.
Congratulations on the fantastic work you've done on the mausoleum too.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, that is Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Member of Parliament for Ellembelle, our host, journey to Nkroful.
Thank you.
Yeah.